Welcome to the pre-match press conference. Harry Winks is sat to my left and we'll take questions ahead of tomorrow's Europa League game. If you'd like to ask a question, please raise your hand. We're very, very short on time, so we probably won't be able to get through them all, but we'll try our best. It'll be one question and a follow-up. Thank you. Start with James Savundra from TalkSport.
Hi, Harry.
Hi, how you doing? You okay?
Yeah, really good, thanks. Harry, we know that Dele Alli is going to be part of the squad tomorrow that travels to Macedonia. You know him well. How has he responded to what must have been quite a challenging last 10 days or so?
Yeah, he's responded really well. He's been training really hard. We've obviously had a busy couple of weeks with a lot of matches, and the boys who have been playing have obviously been on recovery, and the other boys have been training. But from what we've been watching and what we've been hearing, everyone around, everybody's positive, everybody's working hard, and Dele's no different. He's been training really well.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to John Cross at the Mirror. John.
Hello, Harry. Nice to see you. I just wondered, it's been such a crazy few days, isn't it? With the Orient game and ahead of this one. I just wondered whether you'd mind talking us through the difficulty, what you had to do, but the difficulties of preparing then for a game that didn't take place, and obviously this crazy fixture schedule at the moment. It must have been quite difficult at the moment to kind of prepare for all this.
Yeah, it is difficult. I mean, it was obviously released late yesterday, the news, and it was obviously difficult for us to sort of change our preparations, because in our heads we was ready for the game and preparing for that. But it's a difficult time for everybody involved, and we send our wishes to the players at Leyton Orient, and we hope that everybody can have a speedy recovery and everybody gets well as soon as possible.
And just from a Spurs point of view, is it difficult to kind of get yourself geared up for a game amid a crazy fixture schedule and then it not take place? Do you want to see the game take place ultimately? I guess Orient are keen for it. I don't know how practical that is.
No, we want to play every match, and we want to keep a winning run going, and keep that winning mentality and keep fit with everybody in the squad. And of course, we need to rotate players and in all the games coming up, and it's important for everybody to get minutes. But it's we want to play every game. We want to win. It breeds sort of confidence into the group, and it was it's obviously disappointing not to play, but at the same point we understand that there's more important things going on in the world than that.
Thank you.
Dusan Radenkovic. Dusan, are you there? Nope, not working that one. We'll come to George Cummins, please.
Thanks, Callum. Hello, Harry. Harry, just in terms of when you was at Tottenham and Gareth Bale left, and then you've seen him come back, you've made the Amazon documentary, you've been in the Champions League final. Does it feel like Tottenham's a bit of a super club now, but you just need to match them performances on the pitch? And just what's your reaction to Gareth Bale coming back?
Yeah, I'd say that with the last probably 5-6 years, we've increased massively in stature, and around the world globally, Tottenham are looked at in a different way now. And to have Gareth come back to Tottenham after a successful career he's achieved at Madrid, and what he done for Tottenham in the first place, it's a massive boost, and he's going to be an incredible player to come into the dressing room with all of his experience, and with the players that we've got already, and the squad that we've got. Yes, you're right. It's important that we now start putting the results on the pitch and putting the performances in, and start showing exactly how good of a team we can be.
Just one on Dele. A couple of seasons ago, you was playing centre midfield with him, and he was scoring great goals week in, week out against Palace. What's it like? Is it just a loss of form, and you're confident he's going to get that back?
Yeah, of course. He's Dele's a top player, and you don't get to the level he's got to through luck. You get there through hard work and great ability as well. And it might be a dip in confidence. I don't really know what the situation is, but he's a fantastic player. He's a top pro as well, and I'm sure everybody in the team will will back me in saying that he'll get back to his best form, and we know he will do.
Alistair Gold, like to go next?
Hi there, Harry.
Hi.
Just wondering, the arrival of Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and obviously you've played with him a few times now, has it affected kind of your role in the team, the way you play on the pitch or anything at all?
No, not really. I mean, the manager, he's clear to us all, whoever plays in the team, what our roles and jobs are. Obviously, we have different kind of traits as players. Everybody does, and that will change during the game. But the actual basic outline of what the manager wants us to do, and how he tells us to do it is it's the same for whoever plays in there, really. And Pierre's he's a top player, and he's a good pro as well. And he's come in and he's really kind of lifted everybody and helped sort of everybody work harder, and he's very vocal, and it's important that we have that in the team, and we keep striving everybody to get as better as we possibly can.
Can I just ask you about Sergio Reguilón? I mean, I don't know, have you been able to see him in training at all yet, and just what you make of the signing in general?
Well, we haven't seen him in training yet. He's I think he's still doing some work with some of the sports scientists and the physios, and I think he'll be integrating into the team soon. But from what he's come in and looked, he looks like a real humble top guy, and everybody knows he's done really well with Sevilla last year as well. So he'll be another great acquisition to the team, and hopefully he'll be back training with us as soon as possible as well.
Yes, Harry.
Thanks, guys. We're really short on time, so I'm going to drop it down to one question per person, please. So, Gary Cottrell, if you go next, please.
Yeah, hi, Harry.
Hiya.
Just about Gareth Bale again. I don't know, obviously you were around the place, different level when he was here the first time. Don't know whether you remember him from then, but obviously as a Spurs fans are dancing in the street at his return. But also, you used the word humble there in relation to Sergio. Gareth Bale was always a humble guy, and I hear he's still exactly the same as he was. Do you remember him then, and what's he said to you this time?
No, I mean, I've only met Gareth properly since he's come back in, and again, he's for someone who's done so much in his career, to still be so humble is credit to him, and he's a top player and a top person. And I didn't really train with the first team that much when he was here. I was probably a little bit too young, but I used to watch at White Hart Lane all the time, and every weekend when he used to go and score some fantastic goals and win us matches. So he's hopefully he can do the same for us this season, and I'm sure he will do.
Thank you.
Okay, Dusan, are you there? Dusan Radenkovic?
Yeah.
Go on,
Hi, Harry.
Hi, how are you?
I would like to ask you, would you rather play in front of a full stadium or play like nowadays without fans? And what do you think about this situation around the world, Harry?
I mean, every player will, I think, agree with me and say they'd love to play with fans, and that's exactly what makes football so amazing is playing in front of fans. But of course, during these times right now, it's not possible, and we've got to think of the bigger picture and think about people's health and safety. And as much as we'd love to be playing in front of fans every week, it's not possible. But we're still just as motivated to win and to do as well as we would do if fans were there in the first place.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I'm afraid we're out of time, so we're going to have to call it there. But thank you very much.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.